Since 1949, both Taiwan's government, the Republic of China, and mainland China's government, the People's Republic of China, have claimed validity as the legitimate and only China. So what's going on? Which is the real China, and why do the two countries hate each other? Now, a small disclaimer, we use these names to simplify the issue and are not siding with one or the other. So there used to be a single China under a single government, but in 1949, during the Chinese Civil War, the Communist Party forced the ruling government of China to flee. They went to Taiwan, an ex-Japanese-owned island separated from mainland China by the Taiwan Strait. The Communist Party instituted themselves as the new Chinese government, and the two governments continued their war. The US, NATO, and most Western nations recognized the exiled Taiwanese government as legitimate. Meanwhile, the Soviet bloc and a few other countries recognized the new communist government instead. However, in 1979, the United States switched allegiances from the old Chinese government to the new communist one in order to gain influence against the Soviet Union. Mainland China then reached out to Taiwan with a three links attempt to normalize relations. The three links were transportation, commerce, and communication. In response, Taiwan implemented their three no's foreign policy with mainland China: no contact, no compromise, and no negotiation. But by 1987, Taiwan began allowing residents to visit mainland China, and both countries established institutions to deal with governmental relations. Interestingly, since there has never been a formal declaration of peace from either side, both countries are technically still at war today. In 1992, the two governments came to a consensus, acknowledging that there was only one China and that each believed themselves to be it. Basically, they agreed to disagree, which has let the two discuss negotiations without being bogged down on this primary issue. The opposition to this consensus has been the movement to make Taiwan an independent country with its own separate national identity. A third solution, called One Country, Two Systems, would establish Taiwan as one of China's autonomous regions like Hong Kong or Macau. However, in 2005, the mainland Chinese passed a law to prevent Taiwan from seceding by authorizing non-peaceful means to unify Taiwan back into mainland China. Since a number of groups in Taiwan want to establish independence, this law could cause a military showdown between the two countries, something Taiwan is eager to avoid. At the same time, many in Taiwan are content with the status quo of mutually denying each other's legitimacy. Since then, a 2014 meeting between officials from both countries marked the first direct government contact since 1949. From this meeting and several high-profile negotiations in the late 2000s, the two countries have attempted to increase their economic, trade, healthcare, and travel relations. However, the two countries still seem far from reconciliation due to the complicated and sometimes paradoxical nature of their dispute. Although each region has a unique story, China also has ongoing disputes with both Hong Kong and Tibet. To learn more about these complex issues, check out the videos we made right over here, and make sure you subscribe so you don't miss a single upcoming video from TestTube. Thanks, everyone.